This is Audible.
Such things were truly real, but his imagination was captured instantly by that. "They're not in my debt," Kai began, but Master Hobart cut him off. "The corridor shows you what, and it was true that his parents' name's Drew. I come making comforting clicking noises. Ancient words of a dragon are meant, but he could neither see nor hear anything out of the ordinary. His attention turned to the stone door.
This is Audible.
Seized his lungs as he sprinted across the frozen ground, desperately trying to outrun the vicious men and dogs that were chasing him. Crept across Albert's lips as he turned his attention back to the priest. He was rambling on about the gods and their divine mission to lead Artansia to glory, and how this union would strengthen the kingdom as a whole. With plate boots and gauntlets. One began murmuring to each other, their voices kept low in a hushed whisper. Albert curled his lips as he listened to his soldiers' doubts. "It's ourselves for all our hard work." The rest of the maggots nodded their heads in agreement. "Out is crazy." "Crazy? You're the crazy one, if you can't see that Griever is a shell of the man he used to be. It's with you to make sure things don't get out of hand." "That ugly fucker will only get in the way," Grim snarled. "As your king, my word is final." "You're not my king," Grim seethed. He watched Albert arrogantly roll away, before he felt a sudden...
This is Audible.
Been made aware of it. The fact that he had not could indicate many possibilities, none of them good to Dunwell's thinking. Bribery leapt to his mind first, quickly followed by blackmail, consistent with the timeline Silas had offered. He moved past the door to the rooms to the cabinet at the end of the hall. He checked it carefully, going over everything he had been taught about hidden doors and secret openings. Silas clearly had not been familiar with this particular door. There was no need to make note of whether or not it had been locked. This door only opened from within, and there was no means of securing it. That means that Silas knew of this door, but had not used it before. Vial from his herb closet. Silas handed the vial to Selunstui, who drank it immediately and handed the empty back to him. Then Silas stepped just outside the door and called for Rethia. It up on the examination table. "Give that 2 days and then remove it and wash it with spirits," Silas said as he handed Yellock 2 vials containing some purplish fluid. "Drink one of these in the morning and the other the morning after that. If that doesn't begin to heal by the following day, then come back to see me." Yellock eyed the vials suspiciously. "Bugs and potions?" "Have your doubts on day 4 if it hasn't begun to heal." "Spirits'll burn like the Unmaker's fire," Yellock said. "Yes, they will," Silas said. "You could ignore my advice and seek help at one of the churches, or you could just let it fester and die. Up to you." "You know I can't afford no miracles from no priests," Yellock said as he took the vials. "Jelly Tom says your doctoring's good, so I guess we'll see." The other contained a single small sliver of wood. A thorn, to be exact. "Closer to his hip." "Yes, sir, I'm sure." Dunwell expected a quick stab to the upper femoral artery. He knew from experience that a man could bleed to death from that sort of injury in minutes. Dunwell now understood the nature of...
This is Audible.
Second Son, Book 2 of The Minstrel's Song, by Janelle Leanne Schmidt. Narrated by Benjamin Fife. They had made it to the southern command and held it gently, burning in his heart that had not sunk. Arnaud felt Brant. What are we here to do? Book 6 of Jane Austen's Dragons by Maria Grace. Narrated by Benjamin Fife.
This is Audible.
But the man cut off at the sound of a door closing. "Oh, you bit! What good is the cell earned in his anger and getting plenty of fresh? Do you think he's hiding in the dark river of unconscious? It was his mother's necklace that made seeing very far ahead of him difficult.
Fairy Fallen, Book 1 of Feathered, forced the potential consequence out of her mind this time.